Let not dead yesterday shame unborn tomorrow. A very wise saying. You know, of recent date, I've been thinking over some of the things that I could have done in the past, some of the things I should not have done, and so on. Some of the things, if I had done them, they would prove this, according to my understanding, they would prove to be of great help in my prosperity and building of wealth. You know something? I have arrived at one conclusion, and this will help all of us as we go along. Let not dead yesterday shame unborn tomorrow. Or we could look at it and say, look back and prosper. Look back and prosper. When we take a look at what happened in the past, what we could have done, what we should have done, maybe what we should not have done, let us not linger so much in the past that it becomes a burden to us. Let us see what we were doing, what the position we held, the things we did not do. Let us draw on them now and decide what we do now. Yes, I've met a lot of people and they're moaning about the past. They're crying out about the past. They're beating themselves night and day. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Well, we didn't do them, but we have our today. First of all, let's give God thanks that we have a today. Let's rejoice about our today. See what we have today. See what we don't have today. See the friends of today. Understand the enemies of today. And use those past experience as building stone for our present existence. I look at some things I sold in the past, and I convince myself I should not have sold those things. Well, they've already been sold. Look at some money that I spent trying to invest, and I realize that just a little more counseling, just a little more working with experts, that would not have been done. But then, here is today. We rejoice that we have today. We try and make sure our connection with the Master of the universe is strong. And so, yes, that's what I'm doing these days, trying to make sure that I understand the Master of the universe better. For you know, the God we have in our thinking, in our relationship, the God we pray to, the prayers we offer to God, that's determining our present and our future. So we try to make our God connection, to ensure our God connection, by looking at his words more diligently, by discussing with others, by listening to sermons, to webinars, seminars about God. And there is a lot going today. We have just been following what we state as a week of prayer, and the speaker is trying to get us to understand prayer a little better. And I've learned a lot from my few meetings already as to how we pray. Then, when we look at our investment, the intellectual investment, what did I not do to improve my intellect? What did I do to improve my intellect? And then we try to sort out our intellectual standing to make sure we're tapping into the right sources of development when it comes to intellectual ability. Then we look at our financial investments. I'm not ashamed to tell you that in my investment work, I've lost quite a bit. Some of them I was responsible for. Didn't take enough advice. Didn't look at the thing carefully. Allow others to do some of my thinking. But they were good investments also. But we don't anchor in the past. Our yesterdays are gone. Look at what is before us. Sort out the counseling bit. Know who you advise for. Not all that's telling you this and telling you that. I tapped into a program the other day. I like what was going on. But there's a bell ringing in my head. The person delivering is too glib, too chipping along too fast. And I begin to realize that to go down the path with that person could be disastrous. Yes, my yesteryears inform me that the people who are too glib, they're just rattling off, just chipping along. They're taking it to a place to buy something. Sometimes something's not too worthwhile. To put your money where they want you to put it so that they can get their cut. Listen to the people who can advise you in a calm, careful way. And the mistakes you made yesteryear, you will not make those mistakes in 2026. And the people you link with, you have to begin to sort out that. Why did I court such a person's friendship? And you realize that just to be in friendship with such and such a person did bring some destruction. Your psychological being has developed some more. Draw on that. Draw on that. You're better able to understand personalities and attitude. Yes, I've been working with some people like angels. They came. I was working with one person at one stage. I decided that I would quit what I was doing. And the person was so nice, Why would you want to quit now? I listen to that person only to be a loser. But now I know you don't just take. Prove all things. You can prove the things by looking at what happened. And so people will quickly say to you, don't judge me. No, we don't judge people. We look at what they offered, what they use your relationship to do. It's quite one we are going through now. Let not dead yesterday shame and born tomorrow. The persons that will, don't hate them. Love them the same. But how much will you allow them into your sphere, into your plot, into your home, into your investment world? Let not dead yesterday shame and born tomorrow. Be wise and prosper today. And so we're working along. Your stewardship corner is still healthy. Universal stewardship concern is still going. By the grace of God, I intend to work with my fellow stewards to help each one improve where you stand, what you have, who you are. Be wise and prosper today. And if you find some benefit, why not subscribe? Now hit that subscribe button and let's get some more very soon.